Ho, ho. Look, I come from a city, you hear signs when we sleep. Heaven sent, hands down, vibes so unique. They ain't play their part, so my part is play for keeps. Why I a kid, but I never saw that.
What is going on, everybody? Let me switch over to Duo. Welcome into Lock, Loaded, and Goated. You got two of the best podcast, whatever we call them, podcasters. Yeah, two of the best podcasters in the nation right here talking about college football. The other two will be along shortly. And if they can't make it, you just have to deal with us. We'll be enough. I promise you. We got a packed show. But it's me, Brandon Andrews, here with Lock, Loaded, and Goated. We got Jeff Riddle with me right now. Hopefully Tony P and Jordan will show up soon. So Jeff, we're going to start the show off like we always do. And that is, what have we learned? So not a lot of football, honestly, last week, but what have you learned?
I learned that the Army-Navy game absolutely delivered Saturday. I thought that was a classic. I thought that was a great game. I felt like the Heisman took a hit as far as credibility Saturday. And I feel like the NCAA is heading for big issues. And this playoff, I've been reading reports and rumblings and stuff that they don't want what happened this year to happen again, and they're thinking about making changes, but they got to be very careful with that, because if they start leaving the group of five out, they're going to start getting lawsuits, because that was part of this agreement, was that a group of five team would be represented in this. And honestly, I think the NCAA just needs to split it back to, you got your Power Four conferences. That's going to be your big daddy playoff. Mm-hmm. And then let everybody else in Division I play for their own national championship as well. But I don't think that'll ever happen. But that's what I learned.
Yeah, I would love to see that. I've heard that mentioned on several shows where, like, honestly, you have like a group of five playoff. And like I said, you win your opportunity, and then you win enough and you get a good enough program, you're able to work your way into a Power Four, because that Power Four will offer you a chance. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, LeJay? How's everyone doing? We are going to get into it right now. Riddle, we're going to start off. Well, I don't even know what we're going to start off with the riddle.
Yes, sir.
I don't even know if there's anybody here to answer it.
I saw one person.
Yeah. I saw him in here.
Needs to answer it. He could use the points here. So
have at it.
I'll go ahead and get into it, because no reason for punishing the ones that are already here. Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman Trophy this past Saturday, becoming just the second quarterback to win the award with less than 3,000 yards passing and less than 500 yards rushing since 1972. Who is the only other quarterback to win the Heisman with less than 3,000 yards passing and 500 yards rushing?
Ooh, that's a good question. That is a good question. So trying to deal with the chat, trying to talk with you guys, and at the same time try to keep this thing going. So that is a good question, and I don't know the answer, Riddle. I don't know the answer. So I'm gonna see if these guys know the answer, because I don't know. But first thing we want to talk about was just the coaching carousel that is going on in college football. It's been the biggest coach carousel in the history of all that is coach carousels, and we said this is going to reshape college football. Well, not only have you had a lot of head coaches moving, but now, Riddle, we have a lot of assistant coaches moving, and that's kind of what we're getting into. Any updates that you have for coaching moves this week?
Yeah, Missouri offensive coordinator Kirby Moore is leaving to take the Washington State head coaching job. Kansas State hired Texas A&M's offensive coordinator Colin Klein as their next head coach. Fran Brown at Syracuse is replacing his entire defense. I think he's fired 4 defensive assistants and demoted his defense coordinator to the defensive line coach. And then the Michigan saga is kind of the biggest one right now, and obviously that's the best job available, and I don't know how many of those assistants will be retained, or if they'll have to look elsewhere for jobs after all this is over and done with. But Matt Campbell did take that Penn State job. That was a little bit interesting. I thought that was pretty interesting. Then Washington State's head coach went to Iowa State, which opened the door for Missouri's offensive coordinator to go there, and that's how this carousel works. One domino falls, and then another one will fall, and then another one will fall, and right now there's still a lot of jobs that are open and a lot of movement still to be had. So
I agree. Before I go, Josh just showed up. Said, "Did he miss the trivia? Can you repeat it or type it, and I'll pin it, just so he can have it, or you can just repeat it. It'd be he's in here now."
Yeah, I just put the message in there. You can pin it, but I'll read it again real quick.
Yeah.
Fernando Mendoza won the Heisman Trophy this past Saturday, becoming just the second quarterback to win the award with less than 3,000 yards passing and less than 500 yards rushing since 1972. Who is the only other quarterback to win the Heisman with less than 3,000 yards passing and 500 yards rushing?
So, and before we do anything else, I just want to go on record. Got the merch on tonight. Got the shirt on. Riddle, I know you can see it, but yeah, got the shirt on. We're gonna have our own merch starting probably next season. Hey D's, what's going on, brother? What's up, Big Hunt? We're gonna have our own merch next season. We're trying, like I said, we're trying to do this shit big. You know what I mean? But the only thing I had as far as Coach Carousel, the legendary coach that is known as Tim Banks in many circles, one of the greatest defensive minds in the history of football. He's still around. He has went to Auburn as I want to say a DB coach. Mm-hmm. Huge get for Auburn, because I will tell you this, he knows defense. You may not like his play calling, everything. Well, he's not calling plays anymore, but you've got a world-class recruiter, and you've got like a guy who's pretty damn sound on the defensive side of the ball. So I like that for Auburn. I hate it because it's Auburn, but the only other one I had was Alabama has hired Auburn's ex-offensive coordinator Derek Nix as a wide receiver coach, and that has huge implications for our next topic, because the next topic we're going to get to is like the transfer portal. Transfer portal season is starting. We've already got people announcing they do intend on leaving. Riddle, out of what you've heard so far, what kind of splashes you heard in the transfer portal?
As far as splashes, I don't really think there's been any like big time considerable ones yet. I know when I was doing my notes, I talked about TJ Finley. He's trying to get a 7th year of eligibility so that he can go into the transfer portal and play for a 7th team. I just thought that's crazy. He's been at LSU, Auburn, Texas State, Tulane, Western Kentucky, Georgia State, and if he gets that new eligibility, wherever he may end up. Georgia, I was going to talk about Georgia. They've only had 2 people enter the transfer portal. One, good riddance. That's Daniel Harris, the DB. He lost his job this year. Mm-hmm. That's usually what happens at these bigger schools. Guy loses his job. He wants to go somewhere else to play. Good riddance. The other one was actually a really good story, and it's something that I wanted to talk about on here. It's tight end Pierce Spurlin III. Mm-hmm. If you haven't heard about him, he played 6 games as a freshman, and then in March of 2024 had to medically retire because of congenital heart failure.
Oh, no.
He underwent a successful open heart surgery earlier this year. He has now been medically cleared to play football again. But since he retired, he has to transfer from Georgia to be able to continue his career.
That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I agree.
Stupidest shit. That's the shit. That's the shit that should be amended. There is no reason that should happen. This kid is blessed with a second opportunity to play football. Why would you not let him play wherever the hell he wants?
Especially, I mean, congenital heart failure. He had to medically retire. He never thought he would play again. And then, he undergoes an open heart surgery, and it's successful. And he's able to continue his career, but he had to transfer.
Yeah, so I just want everyone to know that. That's the fucking problem with football right there. That's the fucking problem.
But huge kudos to him. Yeah, I'm happy for him.
I'm happy for him, too.
He goes somewhere.
I just hate that he has to transfer from his dream school.
Out. Right. He's a big guy. He's like 6'7", 6'8". He's a big dude. They were expecting him to kind of be like, not the next Brock Bowers, but he was going to be one of Brock Bowers' disciples type of deal coming up. So
a good tight end.
if he can get back to where he was, kudos for him. I hope the best for him the rest of the way. And then I have a top 10 list of current but that's a good story for him. You know,
it is good for him.
Transfer.
It's just but it's not doing him right because he has to uproot his whole life and try to find another team to take him. When Georgia clearly recruited him, knows what he's capable of, and probably would take him back and be like, sure, come on back. And it would be a great story for college football. But instead, NCAA and all the bullshit that we got to go through, all the red tape, we got teams out here cheating, and we can't even get them fucking, on probation. But we got this kid who can't even play a damn, okay, it doesn't matter. Anyway. Right. Go ahead, top 10.
I was just going to go, this is 247's top 10 players in the portal right now.
Yes.
Brendan Sorsby, out of Cincinnati, the quarterback. Mateen Ibiragba, defensive lineman at Wake Forest. DJ Lagway, quarterback at Florida. Dylan Raiola, quarterback Nebraska. Nick Marsh, wide receiver, Michigan State. Jabril Rawls, cornerback, Florida State. Boo Carter, safety out of Tennessee. Jay Crawford, a corner out of Auburn. Brody Foley, a tight end out of Tulsa. And Braden Pagan, wide receiver, Utah State. All of those players have a .9200 grade or higher and are rated at 4 stars. So
I know for a fact Jordan thought that Crawford might be coming to Tennessee. It's still up in the air. It's very early. I will say there's going to be a lot of money thrown around at these players once the Riddle, we're not. Damn it. Hold on. I got to fix it. Hold on.
Oh, you're fine. I saw. We were talking about that yesterday. Tony was telling me that Merklinger hit the portal. They kind of expected that there. Sorry. He is a 4-star, but he wasn't ranked in the top 10.
It's the wrong way.
Chad, I have no doubts. That's kind of what college football has turned into. That would be a great running back to have. I hope y'all can keep him. I was a little shocked that the new coaching staff basically told Lagway to, go somewhere else. That was pretty shocking.
It's balls, man. I mean, what I understand, they wanted him to come in there and compete, and he didn't want to. Only thing I need to change is this one.
I know he wanted to stay. I did read that.
I think he did want to stay. I just think that it wasn't like they wanted him to leave. It was, you're going to have to come in and work for this. And he was like, I'm DJ Lagway. And the new coaching staff, what does that mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I do know
DJ Lagway threw 5 picks with LSU. That DJ Lagway.
Chad,
I know,
but that's not confused.
That's the truth.
Chad said Aaron Philo at Georgia Tech. He is in the transfer portal.
That's a good one.
They expect him to go to Florida.
Let's go get our names right now.
When Haynes King wasn't able to go, so that could be a good pickup for Florida too.
All right, let me get these.
I just know if you look at John Summerall's resume and Billy Napier's resume at the times that they were hired by Florida, their resumes are almost identical, and it's pretty funny.
after the year that Lagway had, hell, he doesn't have much of a leg to stand on, anyways.
He really doesn't.
I agree.
But I do think he's going to be a steal with the right QB whisperer.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think he's got a lot of talent. Me and Jordan was talking about that the other day.
Huge ceiling for him.
A lot of talent still in him, but after the season you had, you can't act like, well, it's my job.
I think
because this new coach said Napier's no longer there. That was Napier's guy, so maybe Summerall doesn't want you.
Open my shit back up. I will say that, I think Lagway has Cam Ward like potential. Like I really do. I know he hasn't, but I think he could honestly, like, true story, become like a Cam Ward name. Maybe not next season, but he could eventually turn himself into the 1st-round pick if he chooses wisely and goes to the right place. Now that's so the only thing I had as far as transfer portals, you had some really good names on there. Sorsby is a great one. There's a lot of questions about where people are going to end up. Alabama got Oklahoma State tight end Josh Ford, like you alluded. He's the Ginger Avenger. He absolutely he's 6'6", 265. Not a big contributor in the pass game, but he's a target and he's got hands. But to me, like I said, it actually it kind of shows a reiteration towards trying to fix the run game, and I'm happy with that. So that's good. And then the only thing I said was before Tony got on was Derek Nix, the former Auburn OC, is going to be Alabama's receiver coach. And they're talking about Malcolm Simmons and Cam Coleman potentially coming with him to Alabama, which I don't know. I don't see that happening because our receiver room's full, but it would be interesting. It would be interesting. Tony, I'm sorry, we're going to catch up. Did you have anything on the coaching carousel? We brought up Tim Banks getting hired by Auburn. And I think it's a great hire for Auburn because you said he can't call plays. He's not calling plays.
He can't.
All he's doing is
he can't call plays.
He's a great defensive mind. He can't call plays. You don't like that. And I think he's going to be good for Auburn. I think he'll be good because I think DJ Durkin. I think their defense is good.
Well, obviously, also he has some type of history. Alex Golesh too, so Golesh probably kind of comfortable with him. Trying to get him started at the SEC level. Not saying that Tim Banks is going to help him. He's
a hell of a recruiter.
From a big recruiter. Now he can bring in some kids. That's part of his.
That's good.
His stitch. So, but when it comes to coordinating side of it, hell, he's just not good at it. And maybe I didn't see what position did he get. Was it like a safety?
I think he's defensive backs. Yeah. Safeties or defensive backs. So I think he'll excel in that because he's only got to worry about one group.
Yeah, one position, one group of people.
Yeah, very simple. Very simple. And he knows defense. He's been around the league. He's been around the block. And I think it's a good hire for Auburn. Anybody else, Tony?
No, not really. I did want to say though, one thing I learned about this past.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Weekend that
here we go.
I think we can all agree.
Save it for the poor now.
Diego Pavia is a bigger bitch than what we all thought. I'll say that.
That's facts.
He's a big old bitch. And
someone brought that up, Tony, on social media, and like, could you hate only Diego Pavia could make you hate Vanderbilt?
Yeah.
Like, why? It's Vanderbilt.
Yeah, it's Vanderbilt. And that's what's crazy is Vandy, at least at one time had a reputation of, our kids are gonna, be respectful for the most part. And be smart.
Where's Jordan when I need
he's neither of those. And my thing is, you lose a Heisman, man, just fucking you lose it. You lost. Yeah. Hell, I've been saying he wasn't going to win anyways, and he didn't. But you lost, and I get it. He come out with this bullshit statement, his apology letter.
I got a warning on TikTok. And
what?
I had no.
Because I said the B word.
I guess.
Well, how many times have we said that?
I know. Here's my thing. I think I sent this video to y'all.
TikTok sucks.
It was Mark Ingram talking about Pavia coming out and saying F all the voters and all this and that. And Ingram said, I don't know why he's saying all the voters because 196 of them had him as their top vote. It's like the 600 and something other ones that he should be saying that to. And he goes, and that's fine. I'm one of those 600 and something that didn't have him at the top. But my Heisman Trophy's sitting right over there. And dude, that cracked me up because he basically called him out for his character issues and everything else. And I think that played big into the voters because this isn't like most of the other awards where it's a small group of people deciding who wins it. This is former Heisman winners. There's other voters that get special votes, but these are former Heisman winners in a fraternity voting somebody in to join their fraternity. And they obviously didn't feel like Pavia's character was good enough for it.
And if he had the manner of, say, Aguilar or Mendoza or whatever,
100%.
Hell, I wouldn't even hate Vandy. I wouldn't.
Ty,
he's really
Gunnar Stockton, any of these down to earth kids that appreciate just having the opportunity to play football, he would have probably won. Because he would have been it would have been the story of a fucking lifetime. But he's I can't even say the word because I'll get banned on TikTok. So anyway, that doesn't matter. We're going to try not to get banned on TikTok. The big deal is I agree with what you said. I don't see how one person can be that big of an a-hole to just make people hate Vandy. It's crazy to me. But he did it. Anyway, so Riddle, do you remember the Heisman when it talks about what it takes to win the Heisman? Like it's in their fraternal message, like it actually moral character is in there somewhere. It's not just about being a good football player. It's not just about being a good football player.
I mean, and people, and it's honestly, it's supposed to go to the best player in college football, not the MVP, not the best player on the best team, the best player. But that character side of things does play a big part in it, especially with voters. I mean, these are human beings that are like, this guy's going to have to stand up here on this stage with us for years to come. And do I think Fernando Mendoza deserved it as a football player over Diego Pavia? Absolutely not. But when you listen to them interviews, when you listen to them two talk, when you listen to talk about their teams and everything else, there's no comparison. Yeah, but okay. I do think Pavia probably could say he got snubbed. I think statistically he deserved it more than Mendoza. If I had to vote, I would have still voted for him as the best player in college football. But I mean, it is what it is at this point. It's over and
here's
done.
what it says. Go ahead, Tony. Go ahead. No, I was
just going to say people like to try to compare him to Manziel.
No.
Yeah, I know. And so Manziel, even he had off the field issues, but that was very quiet at the time because, social media still wasn't really huge then like it is now. I mean, it was growing, but his issues happened really after the fact. And he didn't come off as super. Yeah, he did the little money Manziel shit, but he was not like just talking crazy ass shit he was almost every second breath.
He was cocky, but he wasn't arrogant, and
that's why I didn't mind
and everything about it.
I didn't mind
Manziel. Okay, guys. Johnny Manziel never went over to the opposing team's sideline and practiced doing the victory formation.
So,
I mean, like, this
Chad
dude
said it's too early in the show to be giving Tony a mental breakdown.
So here's what ChatGPT, give them credit, says about the Heisman Trophy, defined by the Heisman Trust. So this is defined by the Heisman people. The Heisman is awarded to the outstanding college football player whose performance best exhibits the pursuit of excellence with integrity. Does that sound like Pavia to you? Absolutely not.
No.
So here's what it says. This is the criteria that it's handed down to them and said, this is what you should look at. Number one is outstanding on-field performance. I think Pavia does that. I agree. He does that.
Mm-hmm.
Contribution to team success is number two. Again,
absolutely.
I agree. He does that. Number three,
probably more than anybody.
Number three, integrity, sportsmanship, and character. Off-field behavior and leadership are part of the evaluation. Major character issues can remove a player from serious contention. I mean, and it does say unofficial, but real requirements are position bias. We know quarterbacks have a tendency to win. National visibility, narrative, team record, which we know is legit, and then voting process. Because I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, like, if Indiana, and I'm just throwing it out, but if Indiana loses that game to Ohio State, but saying those three picks and it's ugly, I think Pavia wins it. I think,
I agree.
I think the story let Mendoza win it, and I like Mendoza as a football player. I do. So
I think all those people that put Diego at 2 or 3, I think they got their validation with the things he said after the ceremony was over.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. So now all he did was prove every single person right. Instead of going out and handling it with class and going, you know what, you got that wrong. Kind of like Peyton. Did Peyton Manning come out and say F the voters when he lost?
No.
You know what? And now, still to this day, people will say that guy should have won that Heisman. To this day, it's the biggest Heisman snub of all time. So, like, that could have been him. They could have been talking about him. But instead,
how cool is it? How cool is it that we could look back and if you would have told me 5 years ago that an Indiana quarterback and a Vanderbilt quarterback would have finished 1-2 in the Heisman.
I'd have thought you're playing NCAA football.
Yeah,
you're partying,
right?
I tell you, you're partying with Pavia. So I tell you, you're partying with him way too much.
Yeah. Manziel just won the Heisman just because of that Bama game. Yeah, you're right.
And that was his moment. And that's the thing we talked about a little bit Saturday, and we've talked about it in our group before, is most Heisman winners at some point throughout the season, you look back and you're like, that's the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody really had a moment really this year. I mean, people are wanting to say that Mendoza did against Penn State. Dude, Penn State was 5 and
they were
6 and 6. Yeah, they were like 4 and something at the time. They were bad. They should have never been in that game. He shouldn't have been able to have a moment against a team with a losing record. You can call that his moment if you want to, but that's not a moment. Cam Newton, we talked about that. Bama game brought him back from 21-0 or 27, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was big.
And that was his moment. Manziel against Bama had a huge game against the best team in the nation. Like, they had moments.
Mm-hmm.
Charles Woodson, as much as Tennessee fans hate to hear it, and Jordan's talked about this, he had the one big game at the end of the year against Ohio State, but that was a moment.
It was fresh on everyone's mind.
Right. It was right there at the end of the year. ESPN was backing him.
Yeah,
he got ahead. But most every time you can look at people and they're like, hey, they've had a moment. This year, didn't nobody really have a moment. There was one guy that dominated his position from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, and he wasn't even there. So
that's true. That's true. So we're not even going to get into that because we've already talked about that enough. But well, that's all we've got for that part of the show. Now we're going to get into some picks, because what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to we picked 6 bowl games that we're going to pick. And then we're going to pick the first round of the college football playoffs. So the reason why we picked 6 bowl games, just so everyone's clear, we will not have shows next week. We will figure out a way to go live and ensure that we have a show prior to the next round of playoff games. We will make sure. I don't know how we do it. I'm just telling you that don't set anything in stone yet. We will not be here Wednesday. It's Christmas Eve. We got too much to do. And that Saturday, I'm having Christmas at her family, so we will not have shows. If we have to do it on Sunday,
Saturday as well.
If we have to do it, we will figure out a way to get you the picks for our teams for the next round of playoffs. But this is why we're going to go ahead and give you a big breakdown of games, college football for the.
Brandon,
for the
are you working New Year's?
We are not. You're the only department working New Year's right now.
Oh, shocker.
Yeah.
If need be, then maybe we could come on at noon or 1.
Yes. Now,
before the first game and try to get the picks in.
We will, yeah.
And then get off.
And the deal is we're all off. Well, no, are y'all off? Y'all are not off New Year's. Y'all.
Yeah, we're off New Year's.
Yeah,
Jordan took overtime, so Jordan will be working. But
I'm talking about the 31st.
I'm off.
Yeah, we're off.
So we could just do it early in the day before New Year, like, you know what I mean? Like, get it
right. I mean, we
get a show because we're all off, and we could just get a show in like at noon and get our picks in, and then
Chad said, "What the hell? Now what am I going to do?" While
I know, bro.
Shut down.
Hey, go back and watch reruns. Subscribe to the podcast. Hey,
that might not be a bad idea. Wink, wink.
Make 50 fucking accounts. I'm sorry, make 50 effing accounts and sign them all up for YouTube and Twitch so we can get off the.
Don't do it, Chad.
We can get off TikTok.
Don't do it, Chad.
Anyway, all right. So moving on, we're going to go into the bowl games. So the first bowl game we picked, I think these are 2 feel-good stories, especially after last week. Army versus UConn. So I picked this game mainly because I think UConn is an absolute beautiful story. You've heard Jordan talk about what's his name?
Joey Bundle Sticks.
Yeah, Fundle Sticks. I ain't gonna say his name because I don't want to get in trouble and get kicked off TikTok.
Joey Fagnano.
Yeah, but great story. Jim Mora, absolutely phenomenal job coaching. He is leaving, and plus Army from last week, they played their hearts out. They put it all on the line against Navy, and I just thought that was a great bowl game. I liked the spread on it, so I thought we were going to pick there. Tony, we start with you. Mm-hmm. Who are you picking for Army UConn?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with UConn. Hell, they've already faced Air Force, similar type of team early in the season. Now, it wasn't dominating fashion how they beat them, but they still won double-digit points. I just feel like anytime a team like UConn, who does have especially a quarterback that can air it out and not make many mistakes. I think he only has 1 pick on the season. That might have been the last game that he played. I think UConn probably going to be a little too more physical and fast, so I'm just going to take UConn in those points.
All right. Riddle.
Yeah, I like Joey Fagnano in this game. I know their coach is leaving, but like you said, this is an emotional letdown spot, I think, for Army. Now, we are talking about Army, so them getting up for anything.
Yeah, they don't have emotional letdowns.
Right. But, I mean, that game last week was this Saturday.
It was fun. It was a great game.
It was a classic. I mean, that
game.
was a heartbreaking
Thanks for following, Toot.
So, yeah, I'm going to take UConn, and Jordan sent me his picks in case he didn't make it, and he didn't make it tonight.
That's fine.
And he is taking Army in this one, and he is the biggest Fagnano supporter out there.
And I'm going to tell you what, I've got Army down too.
Well,
and the reason why, go ahead. Tell me yours.
No, finish your thought. No,
I was going to say the reason why I'm picking Army is one, I understand they beat Air Force early in the season, but when you don't prep for triple option teams on the regular, it's very hard to defend. It's a very hard thing to defend. You do have to deal with losing your coach. I'm assuming Mora's already gone. If he's coaching, and he might be, I don't know this. So if he's coaching, cool, but his mind's out the door. He is going to a major program. UConn is not a major program. And at the end of the day, I love UConn. I said it's the greatest freaking job. Dude, he should have been coach of the year. I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, UConn used to be the doormat, 59-0 against everybody they played. And honestly, their quarterback could have went to the Heisman. He could have went to the Heisman. His stats were credible enough to where he could have been at the Heisman ceremony, but he played for UConn. So again, a lot of respect to UConn. I just feel like Army, I don't know what it is about them. After what I saw, they had some resilience last week. I like Army, so that's where I'm going. Now you tell me what you got.
My thought process was I don't mind being on the same side of Tony because he won the week last week. So
yeah, there you go.
He's turned it around, baby.
Yeah,
turned the corner.
There you go. If he had played at a bigger school, he would have won it. Yeah, you're right, Big Hunt. You're right. I mean, the freaking stats were phenomenal. Okay, so the next game, this is going to be the
thank you.
This is going to be the waste management bullshit trash bowl.
Waste management bowl.
Penn State versus Clemson. Clemson. Whoa! Now Penn State's favored by 1.5.
Yeah.
Riddle. Tell me who you and Jordan got. Tell me who you got then, Jordan.
Penn State will not have a coach. They got one of the worst classes in their recruiting history coming in. I mean, their quarterback from earlier in the year got hurt. I think that they will try. But Clemson, I haven't heard anything about people opting out for Clemson. I agree, Chad. And I did, but I think Clemson wins this one. I'm taking Clemson plus the 1.5. I just think Clemson will have more in this game. They have a coach that's proven that he'll get them up for this game. He'll find some way to make the what could have been bowl matter, and Clemson will win it. So I'm taking Clemson.
All right,
Jordan. And Jordan, real quick. Jordan also sent Clemson as his pick for this one.
Tony P, who you got?
Yeah, kind of same type of thing here. It's going to be a terrible game, I think.
Terrible game.
I
think, Premier programs, but terrible game.
Yeah. Well, I said beginning of the season, both teams were.
That's a good point, Big Hunt.
There you go, TikTok, dog poop. Penn State, like Riddle said, I mean, they have their interim coach. He's not going to remain the coach, I wouldn't imagine. They've lost kids to the portal already. Have kids opt out. The only thing Clemson has good going for them is what's his face?
Klubnik,
quarterback. Klubnik.
Klubnik. Big Hunt just said he's playing. So
yeah, he is. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I don't think anybody's really opted out for Clemson.
Yeah, Cade said he is playing. They want to win. Because it's been a sour year, obviously, for them. They had higher expectations, but all they need to do is talk to me, and I would have told them they're not going to go very far. So that letdown would have been a little easier.
So who you got?
Yeah, I'm going to take Clemson in the points. Right. I'm not taking Penn State.
Riddle, put me down.
It'll be close.
Yeah, it'll be a close game. It'll be a close game.
It'll be a close game.
It'll be who doesn't want this shit bad enough game. And I got Clemson. I just think Dabo is still a national championship winning coach, and he knows football. I don't care what anybody says. Although his comments today, He really,
yeah,
he is really
that's
struggling
crazy.
adapting to new college football.
Yeah,
He's like, he actually came out and said, "We don't do that here."
yes, and the deal is we would hope no one does that, but we also know that they do it. So
yeah.
So next game, I thought this was Riddle. You sent me your 3, and I thought those were solid. This was the game that intrigued me the most outside of those games. Georgia Tech versus BYU. Both teams were vying for playoff spots the whole year. The whole year until the very end. Right. And to be honest with you, like, I thought this game, hey, I don't know. Okay, so we're going to start with you, Tony. Who do you have?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go BYU on this one. And I'm trying to remove the Georgia Tech kind of somewhat of a collapse there at the end of the season because they did finish strong the last game, surprisingly. Haynes King, this will be his last hoorah. And BYU, I think he's probably going to give BYU a little bit of handful because I don't think they've really played a player of his, he's a gritty player. Yeah, he's going to be tough. He's going to give his all. I just don't know. I still think BYU, they're okay. They're nothing exceptional. I mean, you've seen that in the Tech game and the conference championship. Got absolutely outclassed all over the field. I mean, this game to me is almost a toss-up. But I'm gonna go with BYU because for some reason they just seem to luck up sometimes against the games like this. Mm-hmm. They probably shouldn't win.
Thank you for following, Chosen.
I think Haynes King
should
carry Georgia Tech to win, but I'm just going BYU because they seem to get lucky a lot in games, and they have throughout the season. They could have been a mid-team, about maybe a 6-win team at best, honestly, but that's just not how it went. But I'm going to go BYU in these points here.
Before I go to you, Riddle, I just want to know everyone that has followed, liked, subscribed. We appreciate everyone very much, and we do go live during the college football season every Wednesday and Saturday at 8:30. So come back and see us. We will not be live next week, obviously, with the holidays, but we're going to follow the playoffs all the way through. And then we have some cool off-season stuff we're discussing. So stay tuned for that. So Riddle, moving on, Georgia Tech, BYU.
Yeah, unfortunately, Georgia Tech was in prime position to be the ACC representative, and their defense absolutely fell apart down the stretch. Haynes King will not be the reason they lose this game. On the flip side, BYU had an opportunity to play themselves into the playoff and got blown out by Texas Tech again. That has to be disheartening. They've had a great season, 2 losses to the same team. This is Haynes King's last hurrah. I would love to be able to take Georgia Tech, but that defense has gotten so bad that BYU will put up points on them. I have BYU, and Jordan sent his pick in, and he also took BYU.
Well, make it 4 for 4. I got BYU too. And listen, I'm with you. You were on Haynes King's train the whole fucking season, even before the season started. The dude played exceptionally well. He didn't have the support around him to do what they needed to do. And BYU,
the defense let them down the stretch.
Yeah. BYU, honestly, like if BYU would have played the Texas Tech game close, they may have had a shot to get in the playoffs over Alabama. They may have had a shot. So they didn't. It is what it is. So I got BYU as well, 4 for 4. So the next game, if we're not 4 for 4 on this game, I'll shit a fucking
I can go ahead
brick.
and tell you we're not.
You're not going to be.
Oh,
I can go ahead and tell you we're not. I have a feeling, Brandon. I have a feeling me and you are on the same page, and the Tennessee fans are on the same page.
Y'all are absolutely crazy if you're going to pick what I think you're going to pick. You're crazy. No, you're crazy.
I'm going to tell you right now.
You're crazy.
I'm going to tell you right now.
You're crazy.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Go ahead and send this.
I like you, but you're
Tennessee versus Illinois. Tony,
go ahead and send this to the expert on both teams.
Tony, we're going to send it to you.
So since that little Chihuahua has been the quarterback at Vandy, yes, he has been really good against some really bad defenses.
No. Tennessee, Illinois.
No. Oh,
Yeah, bro. Well, yeah. I'm like, what are you talking about? I was wondering where you were walking.
He thought we were going somewhere else.
All right.
No, they're later. They're later. Just
later, Tony. Later. Yeah, later, Tony.
This is the battle of the big oranges.
The big oranges.
Well, shit, we're still the real big orange. That's ridiculous. Quit talking like that. Battle of the big oranges.
Actually, Syracuse is the real big orange.
Well, because orange is literally their name. They don't play like.
I know you're right. You're right.
Well,
go ahead.
All right, so I'm like, it's hard for me to be interested in the game because honestly, bows don't matter.
They don't.
Just because. I mean, but just because it's like, ooh, Music City Bowl. But I do want to see. You know what I do want to see, because I know we're gonna put up points on that sorry ass Illinois team. Oh, they will. This could be Aguilar's last show as well, because
it could be.
I don't know if he's gonna be back. Who knows if he's gonna be allowed to come back.
Listen, I bet you $100 to a bucket of shit, Tony. They won't let the kid from Georgia stay on the same team, even though he had a congenital heart failure and had to retire. Yeah. I guarantee you the NCAA will let Pavia and Aguilar have another year, because that's the bullshit we worry about around here.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know.
Go ahead.
That's why Tennessee might be aggressive. Well, probably will be aggressive in the portal with quarterbacks, because they don't know if Aguilar's going to come back in.
So you think they're going to try to put a show on?
Yeah, I think Aguilar's going to come out, put up points. Now, what I want to see in this game, obviously, the big thing is, which has been the biggest problem 4 out of 5 years under a certain coordinator. I would like to see the defense play more. I don't know, just enthused, like they want to be out there on the field. I want to see the defense show up and contain this fucking Illinois team. Give me one of those games like a few years ago, like against Clemson, right? Whenever
that's what's probably going to happen. I got a feeling they're going to be inspired on defense.
So yeah,
with Jim Knowles coming in.
I'm taking the real UT.
Big Hunt says is Knowles calling the defense. I don't know if he's calling the defense.
No, he's not.
No, not until next
year. You better be aware he's going to have some.
I almost feel like, and I've said this before, I don't feel like he could be any worse than anything I've watched. I just want to see a little improvement, even under the interim. He's not obviously he's not going to keep the gig, but it'd be nice to just see them close out the season with some pretty good defensive play. That's what I want to see the most. So I'm going to take Tennessee in the points, and I know it was 7.5, and I don't give a shit because Tennessee can blow them out. So, yeah, give me the real UT kick their ass.
All right.
Brandon, I'm assuming you got Tennessee?
I have Tennessee.
Okay.
I have Tennessee.
Let me just write that down.
I don't even think it's close. But
yeah, I think Tennessee has too much talent, even on the defensive side of the ball. I still think they're more talented than Illinois. We've talked about Tennessee's defense all year. Yes, they've given up some yards. Yes, they've given up a lot of points. But they force turnovers. They cause problems. And I think that Aguilar does go out and wants to put on a show in Nashville. I think Tennessee will be too much. I've got Tennessee. Jordan, when he sent his picks over, I was surprised. He actually took Illinois plus 7.5 in this game. No reason why I was sent. It just said Illinois plus 7.5. So he's got Illinois.
So one of the things that Troy Carter said, y'all will be the #1 podcast in the U.S. if Pavia gets an 8th year. And I said, well, damn, if that's the case, Tony, I need Pavia to come back.
If that happens, just shut down college football. Just shut it down. This is ridiculous. I need to come
back.
Troy said Pardo couldn't handle it.
No, he couldn't. He couldn't.
Big Hunt said if that happens, they will be banned for life.
Yeah.
Alan Perkins came in and said no Tim Banks equals Illinois win.
Seen that bullshit. We seen that bullshit. You got what, Perkins? If we have Tim Banks, it equals Illinois wins, because that's how it fucking goes. We're giving it 40 plus.
Troy said Jordan has a Vandy hangover still.
That's true. Jordan does that when he loses late, man. I'm just playing. Anyway, so hey, speaking of Vandy, The next game
Here
we're
it
going to
is.
pick is Vandy versus Iowa. And I got a feeling that we're going to all be different on this one.
We're going to be
damn
split.
right.
We're going to be split 2-2.
I'm
I just
picking
know it.
I'm picking the stadium implodes and neither team wins. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. All right, Riddle, we
Jack,
start with you.
Let me just
Jack.
touch on this.
Yeah.
Jack, we talked about the coach carousel earlier. That was a huge get for them. That is Buster Faulkner. That is Georgia Tech's offensive coordinator, is headed to Florida with Summerall.
That's good.
I think that's a huge get for them.
Big get.
Now back to this game.
Sorry, Jack.
Vanderbilt
we
and Iowa.
appreciate you bringing that up.
Diego Pavia's last hurrah. The man that probably statistically deserved the Heisman. We talked about that earlier. I think Vanderbilt doesn't get enough credit for the defense they have. Pavia will make plays. I think he makes just enough plays in this game. And I think Vanderbilt covers. I think this could be a 27-20 type of game. And I've got Vanderbilt -4.5. Jordan, real quick. All it said was Iowa. That's it. So,
Tony, go ahead and just say the word. Just the one word.
let me just, you need me to write that down?
Which word?
IOWA.
I just want the one word.
Oh,
Who's winning this game?
Oh, it's Iowa. It's not even close. We don't know what the fuck he's talking about when it comes to this. I've watched this bum ass quarterback now. I've heard all about him for 2 years. He
Tony
does not
Mertz.
show up in games against these highly ranked defenses. He does not. He'll be lucky to score fucking 17 come this bowl game. And they're gonna drag his motherfucker's ass through the coals. They're gonna have a few weeks now to game plan for this guy, and it's not gonna be pretty. This guy, Poppy is gonna wish he just went ahead and left Vandy and declared for the NFL. He's gonna wish he skipped this bowl game. That's
can't do that,
my
Tony.
feelings on this.
He's not going to the NFL.
Motherfucker thinks he is. His fans do too. Apparently,
I know.
But I'm just saying he might as well just put his name in that in the Senior Bowl.
I will tell you this:
he's about to get embarrassed. He's about to get embarrassed.
I saw
About to get embarrassed.
a mock draft where someone had him as the second round pick. And I said, boy, god dang, we getting desperate. We getting desperate for clicks.
So Perkins said, you are the reason he goes hard. Haters like you.
Haters like you.
Chad said, can we get a side bet in this game involving Tony?
Boy, I'm the reason why he goes hard. Why doesn't he go hard against good defenses then when I'm still talking shit about him? Because he doesn't.
Jack had. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, Jack. He said, boys, who cares about Diego Pavia when Kennesaw State football at 11 a.m. on Friday?
That's right.
That's
I'd
a good
rather
point.
talk about Kennesaw State
That's a
than
good
talk
point.
about Diego Pavia and Vandy.
Kennesaw State had a great year.
They're nothing.
I don't know if you saw it earlier.
That's
There was a comment that came in. I'm pretty sure it was from Chad.
Mario versus Wario.
I'm Wario, by the way.
We talked about that at work, and it's so true.
God, dude. What the
But Chad had a comment come in earlier, and it said Pavia lives in Tony's head rent free.
Oh,
He
dude,
doesn't
he's
live in
got
my head.
he's
I
got a
don't
damn
fucking bring him
apartment
up.
in there. He's got an apartment.
I don't bring him up. I do not bring him up.
Kimberly is trying to get Pavia to move out so she can move back in.
I don't bring that motherfucker up. Everybody brings him up to get me going.
Big
I don't
Hunt
fucking
says
bring him
Vandy runs the state of Tennessee.
Right now.
1-1, Big Hunt. One
All right,
and
so,
one.
Riddle,
Brandon,
give
who you
me
take?
Iowa.
Oh, I'm
That's
by
right.
myself with Vandy, and I love it.
Yeah, you're a damn fool.
Give me
That's all I
Iowa.
can say. You're a fool for this.
I will say this.
Not to embarrass.
Vandy did not play Georgia. Vandy did play Bama. And they played Missouri. Now, Missouri's defense was serviceable. They were manageable. And Vandy scored 17 on them. They scored 14 on Bama. Iowa's defense, I would say, is better than that. I would say they're better than that. Now, as a collective unit, I say they're disciplined. I'm not saying they don't have the athletes
I agree,
Alabama
David.
does. But Iowa has a real good. Yes,
Yes.
Iowa absolutely has a good defense, and it'll probably be the best one he's seen all year.
Yep.
The chat's weekly objective is to get Pardo fired up. That is exactly what the chat should be doing every single week. All right.
Now,
So moving
this last
on.
game, I'm very intrigued by.
So
go
the
ahead,
last
Chad.
game is Michigan versus
Michigan.
Texas. So we got the cheaters versus the steers.
Yep.
So here we
Literally
go.
cheaters.
Not yet. That'll be coming, Troy.
Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about Tony's truck soon. That's going to be part of the pour. Anyway, Tony, we'll start with you on this one. Who do you got? Michigan, Texas.
Yeah, literally cheaters, like you said. Cheaters on football field and cheaters on the wives, apparently, too.
God dang, yeah, no. When cheating on the football field's not enough.
I think.
Chad said, I got you, Tony. Can we get a poor Chad in the chat?
Hey guys, in here, can we get a poor Chad in the chat, please? This guy's been going through it for weeks now. He thought he was getting Kiffin, thought they were about to beat Tennessee down in Gainesville because that's a tradition down there. He's been through it, man. He hasn't got anything he's wanted. I feel bad for him. Now, back to this Michigan-Texas game. I
agree, David.
I think Michigan's screwed, honestly.
I like Iowa in this game.
I think Michigan is screwed. Yeah, I mean, it's not like Michigan's played good, this season.
Major scandal going on at Michigan right now too.
Yeah, huge.
Major scandal.
Yeah, that's what I said. They're screwed. You got the scandal, and just before the scandal, it's not like they're playing great. That's my thing. So I believe the program is currently, obviously, it's in turmoil. I think Texas, regardless if I like Sarkisian or not, I think they're going to come out and at least they still have their damn head coach and a good majority of their players still playing this game. I'm taking Texas easy 4.5 on this one. Yeah, give me Tejas, UT Junior. What are you
Riddle?
So my thing is number one, you don't have a coach there anymore. I don't know how much the players knew about what was going on, but the administration knew what was going on. They were waiting for their moment. He gave it to them. He was fired. Now, if the players didn't know that was coming, that's a blindside for them. They're going into this bowl game without a coach. Number two, they're wondering whether their quarterback is going to be there or not. Does he play in this game? I think so, but very soon after could be on his way elsewhere. Yep. That is a very, very real possibility. He has made no announcements yet, but he has done some cryptic things online if you've been reading between the lines. With that being said, Texas still has Steve Sarkisian. Texas still won 9 games this year. Texas still has Arch Manning. Texas still has all their pieces, and they're all going to play. And Sarkisian has came out and said that bowl games still mean something to Texas, even if it's not playoff, yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. For that reason, I've got Texas in this game. Wouldn't be surprised if Michigan keeps this one close. This is basically Bryce Underwood's resume builder for wherever he's going to go against a really good defense. So I expect him to try to play well, but I think there's just too many problems in that program right now for Michigan to pull this game out. I don't think their mind is on this game at all.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think Underwood's going to play well at all. I mean, against games he's had this year, he's looked underwhelming, and then he's had a couple games against some good defenses, and he's just been underwhelmed. I mean, he's just been overwhelmed, and he's underwhelmed playing. He's just not.
I agree
right now.
Let's not forget that Texas, regardless of what we think about them, they still played Ohio State 14-7.
Oh yeah,
they played Ohio State good, and Ohio State beat the crap out of Michigan. Like they beat the crap out of them. And Texas was at Ohio State, and
Just real quick, Jordan sent Texas. He's taking Texas here as well. So that's 3 of us on Texas.
I'm taking Texas.
Yeah, so 4-4.
Yeah, I mean, shit, man.
Now, I want to touch on a chat real quick before we go on to our college football playoff picks.
Yep.
This Buddies on Broadway. I am in on it. Chad sent me a TikTok earlier today. I think Tony will be in on it. I think I can get you in on it, Brandon. Have you ever seen the movie Elf?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, next year we're going to go to Broadway in Nashville, all of us dressed as Buddy the Elf, and we're just going to go bar hopping as Buddy the Elf, but you got to hop across those crosswalks on those white lines like he does in the movie.
Oh, boy.
All right, Chad, that ain't even suspect no more. That's confirmed. That's confirmed, bro.
That'd be a great
We ain't wearing no damn onesie. We ain't wearing no damn onesie
Merry
on
fucking
Broadway.
Christmas.
Big Hunt
Oh,
said
my
Manning
God.
hasn't looked much better. He's
Manning
looked better
Manning-
lately.
he
Underwood
has.
hasn't
Manning
looked good at
turned
all. Period.
Manning has turned it around down the stretch. He's starting to get a little bit more comfortable. We forget that technically this is his first year as a starter. He did not start last year. He redshirted the year before that. He did get some significant snaps in games, but this is his team now. And early on, he struggled mightily. But I think he's turned it around, and I think Arch Manning's going to be okay. Don't be surprised if he's the first Manning to win a Heisman Trophy.
Uh-oh.
Where's Troy at?
All right. So here we go. Dogs
Rocky, I like
win
the sound of that.
natty convincing with just like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'll tell you what.
I filled out
They
my two brackets on
I hope an
ESPN,
SEC
and
team wins it. I hope I'll go on record. I hope an SEC team wins it. I'm tired of hearing about everybody else.
On ESPN, and honestly, from what I've seen, the matchups that are going to happen, Georgia's got as good a chance as anybody to win this. So
They do. They got a hard road. Not early on, but you'll have to play Ohio State to get there, and that'll be tough. But if you get by them, it could be. There's a lot
of people picking Miami to win that game.
You're right. I'm not saying anything could happen. So here's where we're getting into the college football playoffs right now, guys.
I'll be a master batch. You got to leave me alone.
Oh my God. Here we go. So college football playoffs, guys. So the first game we're starting out with is Friday night. It's my boys, Alabama at Oklahoma. Bama is a 1.5 point favorite. Thank you for following, Jeremy. We appreciate you. Alabama's a 1.5 point favorite. Tony, we start with you. Who do you got in our first playoff game?
Yeah, and I think I said a
Pick the
couple
chat.
weeks ago, I feel like Oklahoma reminds me of Tennessee last year. Offense is sus, like Chad, and defense is good, but I'm going to give Bama and Ty Simpson benefit of doubt. And I know there's been issues with the injury bug that he's had. If he's healthy, I feel like they can get past Oklahoma. This is a toss-up, and we mentioned before, and I know it's in Normandy, but we mentioned before it is hard to beat the other team twice in the same season. In college football, you can do it in NFL, but college football I feel like is a little more different in that aspect of it. And it's not like Alabama's a terrible team. Yes, they got absolutely manhandled by Georgia.
Well, we're not on their level. Not this year.
Yeah, Georgia's been playing some really good football though.
Georgia has looked like Georgia down the stretch.
Yeah, they look like the old Georgia from a few years ago.
I know, Troy. Don't give him credit.
Troy, this
Texas Tech got to run college football. Y'all watch. Hey, I'm here for it, Cook. I'm here
Bama
for it.
by 50. How about that?
All right.
But
Riddle.
not
Riddle.
50, but yeah, think Bama.
Who you got?
So this is one of two rematches that we're going to get in this first round of the playoffs. Alabama kind of limped down the stretch. They lost a couple games there towards the end. The Georgia game was just pure dominance by Georgia. -3 rushing yards for Alabama for the game. That's unheard of for Alabama. I mean, you got to go back to before any of us were ever even thought of, and then some, to find an outing like that, honestly. And like Tony alluded to, it's Ty Simpson's injury. It's going to play a big part in this game.
Question mark, yeah.
It is. I mean, if he's back and he's healthy, I think Bama's got the edge. If they have to go somewhere else, you're asking somebody that hasn't played significant snaps to come in a playoff game and play. Could happen. Cardell Jones, Ohio State. We all know that story. You could catch lightning in a bottle. I understand that, but it's a big risk.
It's rare.
An even bigger risk is Ty Simpson saying he's good to go and he's not good to go, and you get more of what you've seen. So that's going to be a huge thing to keep an eye on. Oklahoma comes in with the 9th ranked defense in the nation. I was kind of midway through the season on Oklahoma's defense because they didn't really play anybody to that point. They played some better teams down the stretch. They got 4 wins in a row over Tennessee, Alabama, Missouri, and LSU. But that offense has struggled in those games. They've won all 4 of those games by a total of 23 points. And their defense did just enough. Their offense did just enough to get them the wins in those games. I'm still going to take Oklahoma because of the Ty Simpson situation. Wouldn't be surprised if Alabama wins. I'm not picking against Alabama per se. I'm picking the spread right here. It's 1.5. The Ty Simpson question mark is too big of a question mark for me to be able to go on Alabama. They're not able to run the ball, plain and simple. If Alabama could run the ball, set up the pass plays, Ty Simpson's healthy, I'd pick Alabama every day of the week. I've got Oklahoma, and Jordan also has Oklahoma.
All right. I have Alabama. Jam Miller is back. He is no longer injured. Yes, he is no longer injured. Jam Miller is healthy. They said he is practicing well, and he has been the only staple of any kind of run game that we've had. He's been hurt the last 2 games, so obviously it's been a toss-up with who we're going to go with, and honestly, we just weren't we weren't prepared. I do agree Ty's injury is going to be interesting, but we know that now. We're getting Josh Cuevas back, so we obviously have an understanding.
Cuevas is huge.
Yeah, we have an understanding.
He is huge.
If he is hurt, we know he's hurt. We just need to play to his strengths. Make him short throws, short, quick throws. Don't put him in bad situations, and every once in a while, just take a shot deep. We'll see what happens. I got Bama because we have to win it.
I know you're the expert on that, but
Thank you for
Cuevas,
following.
when I found out that Cuevas was out of that SEC championship game,
yes,
that was honestly, I was like, okay, we have a chance to really dominate this game, and we did.
Dude, you did.
And the reason I say that is because you've got 2 receivers in Bernard and Williams. Now, Williams, I know, has struggled.
Yeah,
often.
Lots of drop passes in the Georgia game.
But
I mean,
Cuevas
there was
has
tons.
Cuevas has been that safety valve for
Yes.
Simpson. He's there. He's sure-handed. He can block. He does it all. He's
Yeah.
a very good football player, and I really like him. But we're going to have to see the injury. Like I said, if I knew Ty Simpson was 100% coming into this game, I'd take Alabama because like Tony said, it's very hard to beat somebody 2 times in the same season.
Yep.
Look at the Georgia-Alabama game.
Exactly.
Y'all came in limping. We came in a little bit better. We dominated.
So Oklahoma has showed their best hand to beat Alabama. I can guarantee you that. And I can promise you that Alabama did not show anything near what they have in the cupboard.
Oh,
but
right. And I agree.
But the deal is I don't know if we're ready to even show that because if Ty's not healthy, then it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. I don't know how long he's been dealing with this. They've done a really good job of keeping it quiet, and whether we agree or disagree with it, we've already talked about this. Bama is not the same with Ty being hurt. So
I agree. Josh, I'll answer your question before we go to the next game just real fast. We're still keeping up with our records through
Ty's
the
been hurt
playoffs and the
overstreet.
bowl games. Jordan is 47-35 against the spread. Brandon is 43-39. I'm 42-40. And Tony did win last week. He's turning it around. He is 33-50 against the
Don't
spread.
doubt me.
don't doubt him. Doubt his ass. All right. So moving on to the next game, Miami at Texas A&M. Texas A&M 4.5 point favorite. Start with you, Riddle. Who are you going to go?
So I was actually kind of shocked to see Jordan's pick on this because I didn't expect it. My notes, when I made my notes, Texas A&M is 11-1. They played 6 of the bottom 7 teams in the SEC this year. Those records combined of those 6 teams are 44-52. They are just a few plays away from being a 5-loss team. They beat Notre Dame by 1. They beat Auburn by 6. They beat Arkansas by 3. They beat South Carolina by 1. And then they lost to Texas by 10 at the end of the year. Marcel Reed is their offense, and I think Miami has enough talent on defense, led by Reuben Bain with 37 tackles, 4.5 sacks, a forced fumble, and an interception. And Hakeem Mesidor, 46 tackles, 7 sacks, and 4 forced fumbles to keep him in check. That's on the defensive line. The key to this game will be Carson Beck. If he can protect the ball and he makes the smart decisions and he makes the right decisions, then I like Miami in this game. I don't think Carson Beck's going to be worried about playing at Kyle Fieldhouse. He's played in the SEC before. Mm-hmm. That ain't going to bother him. I think Texas A&M is a bit of the fraud, so I'm going to take the U. Give me Miami.
Now, who did you say Jordan had?
Jordan also took Miami.
Tony, who you got?
So honestly, I don't know what to think of this game.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one.
This one's a tough one just because for the fact that I know Riddle was going over their schedule, A&M's, and yes, they had somewhat of an easy schedule. They did. Them and Miami have something in common. They did beat Notre Dame. Both of them did. But I mean, if I'm just thinking in my head, Miami also played in the weak ACC. So whatever A&M played, Miami played probably equivalent to what they played. So I can't put too much, I can't put too much into that. So to me, though, I feel like I think I'm gonna go with A&M. I'm gonna give them I'm just gonna give them advantage. Hell, I'm sure all those weirdos that they have there are gonna be hyped for this game. They're whatever they are. Those dudes on the sideline.
They're
I don't
yell
know
leader, Tony.
Yeah, yell leaders. Those yell leaders are gonna be crazy this game. They're gonna have the team hype, fans hype. And Riddle did allude to something that I mentioned because we kind of talked about this last week, but we didn't make our picks. And I said, really, it's going to come down to Carson Beck because I do think Carson Beck is going to have to. He's going to have to be aggressive and he's going to have to be accurate. I don't think they're really going to be able to rely on the run game much this game. I think because this could be a high-scoring game. Shootout type game, honestly. It can be. All right. It can be a shootout and a close one, or it's going to be Miami getting blown out. And I think I said that last week. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with A&M in the points here. I'm not gonna go Miami, and I hope Perkins is here because I hope he's crying.
Before Brandon, before you make your pick, Tony brought up the common opponent. One team dominated Notre Dame. One team barely survived on a botch extra point snap.
Yeah.
Dominated, I don't know, because if I remember the game correctly, Miami, it was kind of a fluky ass catch that they did have.
Jordan Love did
it was
nothing.
a great catch. It was a great catch.
Love did nothing against Miami. He had a pretty good game against A&M.
Yeah. Well, that was early in the season, first game of the season. And I've said that you can catch a team first game of the season.
And then A&M caught him second week of the season.
Because, hell, it is what it is. Notre Dame's defense did get better down the stretch. Miami started off strong, and then they slightly fell off. So I'm not going to put too much stock into that.
I do agree with you. Carson Beck is the key to this game.
Yeah, he is the key. He's going to have to win them the game, in my opinion, and he can't screw up. They can't have 4 turnovers. He has 4 turnovers. They're cooked.
Oh yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah. So right, I'm going Miami. Carson Beck. Carson Beck. He wins.
That's your Heisman pick.
Yeah. Hey.
Look good for a little while.
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
And then that Georgia Carson Beck showed up.
Yep.
Jason, that very well could happen, and we just said if that happens, you can take it to the bank that A&M walks away with this game.
Yes, if he throws the picks. I got a feeling the game plan will be a little different. I got a feeling they're going to try to set him up for success. So we'll see what happens, though. Next playoff game we got is Tulane versus Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a 16.5-point favorite. Both coaches haven't left yet, but they are leaving. One has, yeah. One's not even allowed to come back. One's not allowed to come back. But anyway, Tulane versus Ole Miss. Tony, we'll start with you. Who do you got?
Yeah, I know people are trying to make a big deal out of Kiffin not being there. This game might be close. Bullshit. No, it's not. This game is not going to be close. I think the talent alone on Ole Miss side is going to win them the game over Tulane in this. I'm not going to take Tulane to points. Hell, I would never take Tulane a straight up win. That's not happening. And yeah, y'all don't like Golding or whatever, but y'all fucking love Tim Banks, which makes no sense. So, but yeah, I think this is going to be an easy dub again for Ole Miss. Now, I don't know if it's going to be 5 or 6 touchdowns or whatever it was the last time when Kiffin was coach, but hell, it'll be close probably to 4, maybe 5. Who knows? I think players got shit to prove themselves on this one because I'm sure they're hearing all the noise themselves on this game. Acting like Tulane might pull off the upset or keep it close. I highly fucking doubt it. So, and I think the key part was what? Weiss.
Yep.
Weiss
That's
is
what
back.
I was about to touch on.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, I mean, your old coordinator's still there. They're going to put up points. Is Tulane really going to keep up? I don't think so. So, yeah, I'm going to take Ole Miss in that 16.5 that we had.
Riddle.
Yeah, we've seen this game once. This is the second rematch that we've already seen this year. This game is being played at the same place. Mm-hmm. This is the game is being played by the same 2 teams. There's nothing that has changed except Lane Kiffin is not going to be on the sidelines for Ole Miss.
That's big.
But everybody on that offensive staff that chose to join Kiffin at LSU has been allowed to come back. Charlie Weiss has come back as the OC. We know that Kiffin called the plays. It was his offense and all that. But the offensive coordinator knows exactly what kind of offense that is, how those plays are called, when those plays are called. Is he probably as good as Kiffin? Probably not. He'd be a head coach somewhere. But the only question in this game is Tulane, can they keep it within 16.5? Because they lost by 35 the first time. We've seen it. It was 45-10 last time these 2 teams played.
Beat down.
Retzlaff is this offense. Ole Miss has plenty of talent to keep him in check. He's not going to be able to do anything. Is Kiffin's value worth the 16.5? I don't think so. I think Ole Miss covers this easy. I've got Ole Miss. Jordan also has Ole Miss.
I also have Ole Miss.
Yeah.
There's no point in dragging this on any further. So this one is intriguing. I have freaking loved the media. I have loved the media on this. I have absolutely loved it. And dude, I'm telling you what, man. All right. So James Madison versus Oregon. Oregon's a 20.5 point favorite. Riddle, we start with you.
So
tell us what you got.
My notes are actually short, but like you, I just want to give kudos to James Madison and their social media team and the things that they've been posting. That's absolutely great. If you haven't seen it, go read them. It's funny, and kudos to them. This was my notes. Huge kudos to James Madison Dukes for making the playoff. The Sun Belt champions. My pick is Oregon minus 20.5. That's my notes for this game.
Jordan.
I think James Madison, statistically, if you look, they are at the top in defense. They are near the top. They're actually the 6th highest ranked offensive team statistically of all the playoff teams. But they play in the Sun Belt. They don't play these teams that these other teams have played. And I love James Madison. I love their story. I love the fact that they came to Division I, and they've been successful since making the jump. Most teams don't see that kind of success immediately. A lot of that is the coaches that they've had, but James Madison is basically the minor league for Power 4 coaches. I mean, they go elsewhere. That's just the way it is. They got Sunbelt Billy coming in. We'll see the success that he can have there. But, yeah, I think Oregon wins this one, and I don't think it's close. Kudos to James Madison if they can. If they keep it close, that's great for their program. That's great for them. But I don't think there's any way in hell that they win this football game or even keep it close. So I've got Oregon. Jordan took James Madison plus the 20.5. I swear to God.
Is he just trying to throw?
So hold on. I just want you guys to know I have James Madison wrote down, and
crazy.
for no other reason other than when you've got balls the size of goddamn watermelons. And you're walking out there taming the line. Oregon is not that impressive this year. They're not. They're still they're a top 10 team. I just feel like James Madison, it wouldn't be the craziest thing. I'm not saying they're going to win, but to lose by 18 instead of 20 and a half, you know what I mean? Like, it's not out of the realm of possible. I'm saying it, but I haven't picked who I've changed my pick back and forth. I'm going back and forth. I want to hear what Tony's argument is.
So, and I've mentioned, and I'm not a hater on James Madison. Like Riddle said, they are excellent for what they are. And I've even said it'd be kind of cool to see a team like James Madison just run the table, win it all. That'd be kind of crazy. Don't know if that's ever going to happen in my lifetime. I don't think it's going to start this year either. The one time James Madison played a Power 4 team, which was a Louisville team, they could not move the ball. They lost by 2 touchdowns, but that's Louisville we're talking about. But they struggled to move the ball. Obviously, Louisville, probably more talented, more physical players, all that good stuff, all the things that it takes to win football games. And obviously, besides being disciplined, all that shit, and good coaching. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be close at all. It's not going to be close. And it would be kind of cool to see it happen, but I don't think it's going to be close. It's hard for me to imagine it's going to be close. I think this is going to be one of those belt-to-ass games. And it's like, it's going to be a thanks for coming, you know.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for showing up. Oregon's gonna be
you.
saying thank you for letting us get to that next round super easy. I'll probably be pulling players midway through third quarter.
That's why it may be close.
No, hell no.
No.
It's gonna be. It could be 42-3 when they pull their starters.
I was gonna say, I bet I would not be shocked if this game was like a 40+ point win. I mean, nothing against JMU. But yeah, anyways, I'm taking Oregon Ducks on this one. So
I had James Madison written down. I am taking Oregon. Basically, if the coaching turnover wasn't happening, and we said, you know what, obviously that guy has. Yes, they lost to Louisville, and I understand it wasn't a bad. It was what, 14 points to Louisville? Is that what it was? 14 points to Louisville?
Yes.
I mean, and the deal is like, I think Oregon's much better than Louisville, but James Madison's gotten better throughout the course of the year. Like, you know, they're pretty consistent football team. But at the end of the day, like, I think it's more of you're rooting for this is America's team. Someone came in the chat and said, Ole Miss is America's team. Ole Miss is not America's team.
Oh, yeah.
James Madison is America's team. James Madison, not Tulane, no one. James Madison. Let me tell you why James Madison is America's team. Not only did the number 1 seed in the playoffs coach come from James Madison and Signetti, now he left and has Indiana in the playoffs 2 years in a row. Yep. And James Madison's still doing James Madison shit. The first year they're eligible for a bowl game, they're in the fucking playoffs. I mean, they're in the playoffs the first year they're eligible for a bowl game.
Rocky said he's got Oregon, but God, I'd love an upset. That's the reason college football is the greatest sport and the best sport out there, because honestly, there are those Cinderella stories. There are those situations that can happen. And I can promise you, if you've watched James Madison's social media, they're not going to lack the confidence.
They don't.
They're going to come out there and do everything they can to win. But I just don't think they got what it takes to match up.
I have Oregon winning this game.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's because Oregon has paid high-class athletes to come to Oregon, and James Madison can't compete with that. Now, would it shock me if James Madison keeps it within 14? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It would not. We've seen some trash covers throughout the course of this year, and we know it's clearly possible. I'm just saying that I've got Oregon. I agree with you guys. I've got Oregon right now.
I'm just saying this though, right now. College football is not college basketball. Basketball, you have a shooter's chance.
Way
Guys
different.
can go cold and get hot. This isn't basketball.
Yeah,
this is
no.
I mean, this is just talent, physicality, and obviously you have a really good coach. Not saying James Madison doesn't, because they do too. That's why he's moving on next year. But at that point, it's going to come down to just the talent, the athletes, and the physicality.
Sorry.
And I just think that's going to be
guys.
organized. It's going to be blowout.
Sometimes
Tim Banks is America's coach. Who picked Oklahoma?
Some
couple people, Keys.
Sometimes it's not the X's and O's, it's the Jimmies and Joes.
The Jimmies and Hoes. So here we go. The deal with football, and like Tony said, basketball is a finesse sport where you don't even have to be the best athlete out there. If you can hit a three, you can make or break the game. At the end of the day, all you got to do is look at Adam Morrison for Gonzaga a couple years ago. But bottom line,
the kid that broke the record for most threes in the game against Kentucky a couple years ago, and upset them. I mean,
the deal is like football. You have to have O-linemen blocking. Bigger, stronger, physical teams typically win those matchups.
And we're not saying it can't happen.
It can happen.
I saw it in the chat.
Jordan had something come up, Kias. Sorry.
The App State over Michigan.
It can happen.
Sometimes everything falls into place. Somebody overlooks somebody, but late in the year, you're in the college football playoffs. Ain't nobody overlooking anybody at this point.
Yeah, this is not like a letdown team. Oh, we beat Michigan. This is, oh shit, every one of these teams have earned the right to be there. Bottom line is they're going to play good. I think, in all honesty, we're probably closer to seeing TCU getting blown out by Georgia than we are TCU beating Michigan the year before. So that's kind of what that same year. But anyway, so that's going to do it for that portion of the show. We're moving on now. Riddle, give us the answer to your riddle and tell us the standings.
So the trivia question, I know we've got a lot more people in here now than we did. Yeah. So I'll just read the trivia question again real quick. The trivia question was Fernando Mendoza
won the
Heisman Trophy this past Saturday, becoming just the second quarterback to win the award with less than 3,000 yards passing and less than 500 yards rushing since 1972. Only the second time since 1972. Who is the only other quarterback to win the Heisman with less than 3,000 yards passing and less than 500 yards rushing? The answer to that was Vinny Testaverde in 1986 at Miami. He had 2,557 yards passing and negative 103 yards rushing. Big Hunt came in first with that one. Chad got it second, and D's got it third, which means our leader did not get any points this week. So the standings now are Josh is still in first at 30, but Big Hunt is now second at 26. Chad is third at 23, and D's is fourth at 21. And there are still plenty of points out there to get for that.
Yeah. So comments, Jeff said, what an absolute shit example of correct point. Morrison was player of the year runner-up with no athletic ability. The NBA proved that shit day one. He absolutely got demolished.
Let me just give a segue here. Yeah. Jeff, the college football player of the year runner-up this year was Diego Pavia at Vanderbilt.
Yeah, short midget. That's not very quarterback.
He's not going to do
quarterback.
He's not going to do anything.
Jamie.
So, I mean, he was good. I give him his flowers. I would have picked him to win the Heisman, but all I'm saying
is in basketball, you do not have to be the biggest physical specimen to be one of the best players in college basketball. The NBA is where that separates. That's where it separates.
Yeah, because Mendoza, shit. Adam Morrison, honestly, because this is the time I've watched a lot of, still do watch a lot of college, but less NBA. But time I was watching a lot of NBA. That guy's a goofy looking motherfucker. He doesn't really.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't look, I don't know, coordinated and all that shit. Even.
Yeah, he was awkward. He's like a penguin.
He could shoot at the college level. He goes NBA, and he just.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying is, I'm not, dude. I was an Adam Morrison fan because it was him and what was the dude from BYU, Jimmer Fredette.
Jimmer Fredette.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Yes, it was those two going back and forth.
Who sucked too.
Absolutely. But the deal is in college, you can shoot your way out of maybe not being the most dominant player. But in the NBA, when you have dominant defenders all around you, it's kind of like going from college football to the NFL. Players all the time, 5 stars, don't make it in the NFL. So we are now at the portion of the show where you guys
Can I just,
have to,
before we go into that, so we've had a few comments come in. Rocky said the Heisman is a BS award now. I started off the show by saying I think it took a hit this year. Not because of who won, but because
Rodriguez
this class was probably one of the worst in history.
Mm-hmm.
Statistically, let's just be honest.
Well, I don't know. The Vinny Testaverde may have been the worst.
Yeah, but that was in '86.
Yeah.
Joe said Mendoza was pulled in the third quarter in a lot of games.
He was.
Not a lot of games. There was a couple games.
What's that mean?
Penn State was a losing team, and he had to play until the last second to win that one.
Yeah. Joe Burrow was pulled in the third quarter of a lot of games too,
and still passed for over 5,000 yards.
Exactly.
Rocky said Gunnar deserves more respect. I will say Gunnar gets all the respect he deserves. He is not a Heisman contender. He's not a Heisman winner, but Gunnar has done exactly what he's done exactly what Georgia has needed him to do. The throw against Tennessee. Yeah, I mean, you can go back and you can look at times where Gunnar was the quarterback that Georgia has needed. And I'm very happy with Gunnar Stockton. I think he is the prime example of character and integrity and doing things right. But Heisman, probably not. Yeah, I mean, Gunnar has been with a lot of fourth quarter comebacks, but
where would you rank C.J. Allen and linebackers in college football?
Near the top.
Near the top, yeah. I mean, clearly talented. So, just so y'all know, we're about to get into a segment where we call this Pardo's Pour. For all you newbies in here that haven't ever experienced this is where Tony Pardo decides he's going to go off on a rant. And in all honesty, he is about bottom line. Bottom line is Tony, go ahead and start with your pour.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. So my pour, I'm pouring it up right now. This is Old Forester 1924. That's my pour right here. And I'm one of these types to where I don't well, every show really, I don't go off anything. I just go off of what I think and what I feel. So honestly, I'll be honest with you. It's been a great week and a half now. Week and a half, almost 2 weeks now. I've been on cloud 9 really since Saturday night, since that bum-ass quarterback didn't win the Heisman. Because, in my opinion, he didn't deserve it. And some shithead wants to put a sticker on the back of my truck. And I just found that today. So we're going to put that on there. Fuck you. Now, God, you know,
You're getting worked up, bro.
I'm not trying to get worked up because I mean, hell, I've been talking so much about certain things weekly, and at this point, there's just not much. There's just not much really going on. I've been chill, having a great time. I've been enjoying other people's sorrows, and that does go for Pavia. No, that does not mean he's on my mind. He's not on my mind because sports outlets and social media put that shit out there for me to enjoy.
Well, hold on.
I don't have to click on it. I don't have to search for it. What?
So this pour is boring. I'm gonna go ahead. I gotta ask a question.
Go ahead.
What the fuck did Ohtani do to make you fucking hate him? Just be the best fucking player in baseball?
He gambled on baseball. He should
Fuck
have been
that.
banned.
So did Pete Rose. Who gives a fine fuck?
Yeah, Pete Rose got banned. Pete Rose got banned for life.
Yeah, and that's fucking bullshit too.
All because he's a fucking Jap. So we got to have Japanese run the league now because that's the only way you make money.
He's the best player in baseball.
Oh, yeah, ban him. I don't give a shit who he is. Ban him. Pete Rose was a legend of his time.
Yeah, he was one of the best. Yeah. Unless you're betting on your team to lose.
Oh, he should have been.
Then shut the hell up.
I don't give. He was. Betting. He was betting, but he wasn't betting against them.
Yeah, if you're betting on your team to lose, that's the only way I think that should be an issue.
Now, anyways, I just want to say
go ahead. Sorry.
here.
Troy, you're right. You're right.
Anybody that's been talking shit to me all fucking year about Tim Banks because we're wrapping this shit up.
Yeah, we gotta go.
The season is dwindling. You motherfuckers have been talking a lot of shit to me about Tim Banks and fucking Pavia. Tim Banks got what he deserved, and the same goes for that Timu Mafia member, Diego Pavia, along with his brother. Got what he deserved, which is absolutely nothing. He doesn't run shit, doesn't own shit, nothing.
Go
ahead.
Let me fill the chat in real quick. So today, apparently, Tony Pardo found a Pavia for Heisman sticker on the back of his truck. Doesn't know when it was put there.
He doesn't remember when he bought it.
Done it.
He doesn't remember when he bought it. He was drunk. He doesn't remember. And
I didn't buy that shit.
QVC sent him a whole.
I don't waste my money.
Apparently, Jordan, who's not here tonight, took a picture of him leaving work last night at the red light. He took a picture of it. You can clearly see Tony driving with the Pavia sticker in the back windshield.
We're gonna post those those pictures.
Yeah, those pictures will be on there. But just for the ones that are here, it won't focus but well enough.
Basically, someone put that on his truck.
It was a little shitty ass sticker I was put in my window, and I even told them
high quality nylon sticker
in the trash. As soon as I got home, that shit went into the fucking trash.
It was about 12, 1, 2 o'clock, somewhere around there. It was about 2 o'clock today. One of our group chats that we have got a message and said, "Who's the B word?" And then a picture of the sticker. And then just all hell broke loose. But
Big Hunt says it was Theo Vaughn that put that sticker on there. Oh God. Sign me up, bro. I'm here for that. So if we're able to, we're gonna get Pavi on here to argue with Tony about.
Pavi don't want to argue with me. Pavi don't want to argue with me. Pavi is like Perkins, man. He'll back down and get quiet and shit. That because I'll tell you what, I'm gonna get the last word in. I'm gonna get the last word. I don't care who you are.
Just answering a chat. Just answering a chat real quick. Carter said, I think Ohio State versus Georgia will be the best matchup. I do too, but I will take Kirby Smart over Ryan Day in big games.
I think that decides. I think that decides the championship. To be honest with you, but
Tony, tell him what Ryan Day is.
Well,
you can't say that anymore.
I guess. Well, I can't because he did win championship, but to me, he's still an average ass coach.
That was
not going to fucking be. Listen, I'm not even an Ohio State fan,
right?
But you gotta feed Bo Jackson.
Whoa,
you're a fucking idiot.
He did win.
He still ain't won the Big Ten. No,
he did in 2020.
He didn't win the Big Ten.
He ain't won the Big. Well, yeah, it's been 5 years.
Oh yeah,
5 years.
But he won it in 2020. That was a default. That was default
with the talent Ryan Day has had. This is what I go by. If you have all the talent in the world, so a long time in college football, right? So Bill Self, Kansas Jayhawks coach, he won back in like 2007, and that was because Memphis Tigers couldn't hit any free throws, which that title, if Memphis
Mario Chalmers with that 3-pointer, that was nuts.
If Memphis would have even hit those free throws, they would have had that vacated anyways because what's his name?
Yeah.
Cal Perry was involved in shady stuff, so that would have got wiped away anyways. But so for a long time, I had an issue with Bill Self because Bill Self was always recruiting all these top players, McDonald All-American players, and nothing to show for it outside of that choke job by Memphis, which Bill Self has won I think 2 more since. Could be wrong, but I think it's 2.
I thought.
So
I'll look it up.
So I know he's won one.
Yes,
Maybe two.
But what do you call Ryan Day for all the fans?
He should have. Well, what I was saying before Ryan Day was he was the Michael Jordan of James Franklin's, and and honestly, he should still be that.
He's won two titles, Tony.
So two. Yeah. So he did win one. I knew he won.
08 and 2022.
Yeah. So that kind of like that. I couldn't say it no more. But Ryan Day. Sometimes I feel like his management with personnel or whoever's calling the shots of personnel of Ohio State, they're pretty fucking stupid. I think right now for Ohio State, what you should be doing is just giving a heavy dose of Bo Jackson, because that guy is that running back. He's an animal. He's a man.
I'm inclined to agree. I'm inclined to agree with Tony here because there have been multiple times week in and week out where we're watching these games and they have a 3rd and 1 or a 4th and 1 or a 3rd and 2 and Bo Jackson's on the sideline, or they run a play action and try to pass it and they don't get it. It's happened a lot, and it happened in that Big Ten title game, it probably ended up costing them the game.
That's why I don't understand. Like, why is he on the sideline? And the Michigan game, and I said before that game when we picked the spread and all that, and I said I think Ohio State, they've been out physical by Michigan the previous years prior to finally winning this year, and I feel like they're going to try to make a point of emphasis to really just out physical them, outwork them, like these long grinding drives, and they did. But there was a point in the game where for some reason he wasn't putting Bo Jackson in. And then the same type of crazy nonsense happened in the Big Ten championship game.
Bully, Bully, I will say Bo Jackson might be the only Ohio State player that is ready for an SEC defense.
Don't say that, dude. Bo Jackson is he's got the name first off.
Well, you got to have a quarterback that can give him the ball. I mean, we haven't seen Ohio State tested except for in one game against Indiana and against Texas, and they struggled in both games.
Yeah, but don't we say though that they are one of the?
He plays his position.
I will say, now we've said when it comes to Ohio State, they wouldn't run the table in SEC every year. That's not happening.
No,
they're going
that
to
wouldn't
lose
happen.
one.
Yeah,
but they have the talent, though. They have the talent to keep up with SEC teams. I think Jeremiah Smith will be fine.
That's the SEC of the North.
Jeremiah Smith will be fine. Right. Bo Jackson with blocking will be fine. But Ryan Day, if he was an SEC, I think he's a mid coach.
Yeah. So
that's what I think.
I just want to touch on something real quick, and then we'll do our closing. Let me pull this up. Bo Jackson had 17 carries for 83 yards against Indiana. He did just fine.
Beat the man
against Indiana.
That was fine. Yeah, he did fine. All right, so guys, those of you that are new and are first time kind of joining us, we go live every Wednesday and Saturday night at 8:30 on the dot every single week during the college football season. We have some crazy off-season stuff that we do as well. And with that said, like I said, you can find us on TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. We also have the audio version, the podcast version on Amazon Music, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. We would love it. We would love it if you, Big Hunt. There you go, bro. We would love it if you would go like and follow us on those platforms. We do have some very good gifts that we are giving away to the trivia winners. So we do trivia every week. So guys, stay tuned. We'll see who wins that. But that's going to do it for us on Lot Loaded and Goated, guys. We appreciate it. We will see you all we'll see you all Saturday. We'll be here Saturday, and we're going to watch some games. We will not be after Saturday. We're going to take the week off, but that's going to do it for us, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.